In the year 2028, one Big Mac will equal $1 million. From the Gospel of John McAfee. Bro, just learn to code. The Project Freedom Podcast.
Boom, and welcome to the Project Freedom Podcast, episode number 51. Good evening to you guys in the chat, and also good morning, afternoon, whatever time it is, to people watching this on repeat. I had a nice break Friday. That was pretty cool. You know you need a break when you're like, when the thing that you're doing starts to become slightly annoying, which I'm not saying that coming here and talking to you guys is annoying at all, but I needed a break because I have a lot of stuff going on. So it was nice. It was very nice, but I had a lot happen this weekend, and a lot has been on my mind, and I have a lot of stuff I want to dump onto you guys and unload into your consoles. I want to open up your console and do a console.log for all of you guys directly into your consoles, okay? And tonight I want to talk about something that I think a lot of you guys, and I mean, whether it's my audience or just random people that are passing by or just people that in general, guys, don't realize. And that is that you just buy, all right, okay. I know this is going to sound really cheesy, okay? But just hear me out. All right, guys. You just by virtue of being a human, you are an asset. Okay? And I'm going to tell you guys why. And obviously, not all assets are equal. So sorry that offends people, but is a house equal to a car? What about two of the same assets? Is a 2021 Lamborghini Huracan Evo Spider equal to a 1986 Toyota Corolla? I think not, right? I think we can all agree on at least that, right? So don't get up in arms. But first, guys, I want to show you guys something that I thought was very funny. Let's take a look at this real quick. All right, so look at this. All right, so this is from October 8th, guys, if you guys can see, a few days ago. JP Morgan, Bitcoin, not gold, is the new inflation hedge. All right, okay. All right, so this is from today's the 11th, 11/10/9/8, so 3 days ago. All right, 3 days ago. And this is today. Jamie Dimon, Bitcoin is worthless. Okay. Do I really need to say anything about that? I think things are getting a little too obvious now. Gentlemen, I think things are getting a little too obvious now. They kind of always have been, but if you're watching and you don't understand the reason why I just showed you that essentially the same company said two counter opposite things within 3 days time range, oh boy. If you don't get why I'm pointing that out to you, you have a lot, and I say this with love, you have a lot of work you need to do on yourself. All right. So let's get into it, guys. You're an asset. Okay. You might not all be a 2021 Lamborghini Huracan Evo Spider. Doesn't mean you can't work yourself up and become more valuable, but I think it's funny how, and if you guys know Joshua Fluke points this exact phrase that I'm about to say out a lot of times from certain corporations and companies. But in the corporate world, guys, a lot of the people that are in charge of the corporations per se, they often refer to their employees as human capital, or just things that are similar to that phrase, right? Now, why do you think that is? Do you think that's because all their employees are worthless? Maybe some, right? But not really. What does it take to run a national or multinational corporation? It takes a lot of manpower, right? Literally a lot of manpower. And I think that they say this phrase because either whether it's conscious or subconscious, it's because they realize that they can't run their businesses without people, right? And most of you guys, if you were born literally any time in the last 300 years, you've probably been taught the exact opposite your entire life. You've probably been taught that, you know, in order for you to receive anything from other people, that you have to or rather, some people just taught that you just don't deserve anything, period. No matter what you do or how hard you work. And that's most certainly incorrect, for sure. It's sad, but hey. But just your, as I was saying earlier, just your ability to do anything, to contribute to anything, which if all of us, and this obviously, you know, if you're handicapped, and you're incapable of moving, then that might limit you to have the ability to contribute, to do work for things that are in the physical 3-dimensional realm. But there's a lot of things you can do with your noggin, right? And even though you've been told the entire opposite, or the opposite your entire life, truth is, you as a human, you are the asset. Okay. And if you aren't an asset yet, you can be. And if you aren't an asset that is as valuable as you would like yourself as an asset to be, you can most certainly be more of an asset. Okay. But even if you're just like wage worker number 4270, like that isn't the only thing that makes you an asset. All you really need, I mean, this is just one example, but just having the ability and the competency to do a quote unquote hard skill. So we talk about this on this channel a lot. Perfect example: software engineer, software programmers, developers, the stuff that we do, right? Or plumber, electrician, mechanic. Bonus points if you can do these things well, right? Bonus points if you can do them well. But that's not it. Solving complex problems for people who need those problems solved, that makes you an asset. Providing value to people, organizations, entities, family via input, assistance, or just sharing physical things, sharing knowledge, right? That makes you an asset. And also, what else can you do? Like, you can invest in other people. You can make other people assets or make them more valuable assets. You can invest them monetarily. You can give them money. You can give them wisdom. You can give them assistance. You can give them your opinion. You can create software. You can create systems. Anything you can do, which if you're a human, you have the ability to, most of you people have the ability to do these things. That makes you an asset. Okay. And these are just some examples, guys. Like, I'm just like throwing out random examples. Obviously, I have to throw the developer thing in because that's what I do, right? But all you need to do, let's just say you don't have those things. You don't know any of those things. One, if you just realize that and change your mindset, and two, you just enact what is required in order to maximize it, then you'll stop suffering from having to worry about being dependent on some sort of system. Okay. Now, why am I telling this to you guys? What's the whole point? Oh, everyone's worth something. Everyone's valuable. It's not like all that. It's not some kind of like woo-woo stuff. Okay. I'm telling this to you guys because they don't want you to think of yourself that way. They don't want you to really, they don't want you to know that. They don't really want you to know anything. In fact, they don't even want you to think, all right? But why do they not specifically want you to think of yourself as an asset? Even though they do, they think about you like that. Because it gives you power. They don't want you to have power. They really don't want anyone to have power except for themselves, right? Let me get caught up with the chat. Cody Moose, I'm ready for the spice. Good, Cody. Andrew K, evening. Evening to you, Andrew. The meat pecs are loose. What do we do, Cody? Should we add more meat to them? Alex in the house. What's up, man? What is up, Wade? What's up, Sam? Cody says, just so happens some JP Morgan FUD was released today as well as regard to the market cap versus BTC. Yeah. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, whoopsie daisy to JP Morgan. Gee, guys, it's starting to appear like almost anything and everything that is on the traditional television is a little I don't know, a little orchestrated, maybe. Some people would choose the word. I'll just spell it because, you know, like since I have to be so gracious to be on this platform and be careful with everything that I say, some would consider it to be FAKE. But hey, what do I know? I'm just some guy who writes code and has muscles on a stream and just a lowly guava farmer, right? Alex says, at least he's consistent. Says the same thing. I bet Jamie is sick of answering that one. Sam saying yes. Says, feel free to share recruiter thirst in my trash folder. All right. Good transition, Sam. Thank you for that. So why are we talking about this other than just me telling you guys, hey, you're worth something. And oh, they don't want you to know that. Why are we discussing it? Look at all the things going on in the world right now. Boy, oh boy, is it getting good? Is it heating up in here? It's a little warm for the month of October, don't you guys think? A little warm. You guys saw that Southwest Airlines had to cancel 1,000 flights. I guess all the pilots just happened to want to take sick leave at the same time. Oh, and have you guys noticed the prices on things kind of creeping up a little bit? Like a week or two ago, Gatorades were like $3. A couple months before that, they were like $2. Now they're like $3.99, $4 after tax. Oh, that's because we have all those shipping cargo boats having issues working. Working is the key word. They're working. And it looks like everything is just not working right now, right? I guess I can't seem to like put my finger on it. I just can't help but to not didn't somebody like try to make people do a certain thing, and if they didn't, they would have to, lose their job? Huh. So hold on. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. Wait, so if nobody's working, then that means, and then we had this guy, he made this rule, and it's a rule in quotation marks because it's not even a law, let alone a rule. Literally on paper, it's neither of the above, which is fucking hilarious. And wait, people are actually saying no? Huh. No, that couldn't be it. No, definitely not it. It's probably because of that. Yeah, it's because of CLIMATE change. It's got to be because of that, right? Like it's because of that global warming thing. Even though statistically speaking, temperatures are getting cooler, that's probably why, right? Okay. I'm crazy. What was I thinking? It could have been the thing that sounds totally logical. Obviously, it has to be because of the totally illogical thing that makes no sense, right? Right. Well, I'm glad we could solve that problem. I'm glad I can sleep at night now, right? I'm glad I could sleep at night. No, certainly, guys, it couldn't be because of the other thing, right? Guys, could it be because people are actually realizing that they have actual power and ability to do things themselves, and that people are an actual asset? And maybe these people are thinking, hey, I don't need that. I don't need to do that for you. No, I can go do this kind of stuff myself, or I can go somewhere else, or I can go somewhere where I'm treated better. Huh. People are no longer feeling the need to be dependent off of wagey, right? And it's crazy, guys. It's almost like everything is going on. It's almost like there's a plan. Like, I swear to God, it has to be like there has to be some kind of fucking plan to like allow these people, these dumbos, to just keep doubling down on their dumbo-ness. Because, man, even like the normiest of normie, even like a level 1 NPC, like the kind that you can just like open up their console and just type a script in, or just like echo, run an echo on. It's almost like even those people are just like, wait a second, this is all dumb. None of this makes sense. I was talking to I was with one of my good friends today, not too long ago, about 2 hours ago, and we were walking. We took a nice little stroll in the beautiful scenic Miami Beach, streets. And it was like, dude, this is how the conversation went. It was like, dude, like all those like kind of rule things that like didn't make sense. Like people aren't even really like, a lot of people aren't even really adhering to it anymore. And I was like, yeah, dude, yeah. It's kind of like our consciousness has been like altered. And I thought of the analogy, like, so if you were born and you were like born and raised in a clay house and you never left that house, and everyone that came into the house referred to it as a clay house. Sorry, a concrete house. Excuse me, a concrete house. All right. And then all of a sudden you started seeing your parents or the owners of the house. They started like, things weren't going like the way they wanted to. So they started to kind of like, reach their hand through the wall and like, like make little holes in places they weren't supposed to. And you start realizing the house is malleable, but you keep getting told, no, you can't just like go through that wall. No, you can't. But then you're like, wait a second, I saw these people do it. Maybe I just like touch that wall, and you start touching it. And you're like, hold on, this thing is like gooey. This isn't concrete. And then you just like, I'm just gonna like walk through it. I'm just gonna go through that thing. Hey, I'm on the other side. Hey, I just like was able to walk through this gooey, malleable wall. That's weird. I was told the opposite my whole life. And I wonder why I was told the opposite. It couldn't. No, it couldn't be because they. It couldn't be because they want to control me, could it? No. Why would anyone want to do that? Why would anyone want to do that? But about this comment, though, Sam, yes. Has anybody looked at job postings lately? Now, this started quite some time ago, and I thought that this was just prevalent to software engineering. At first, I was like, oh, there's just a giant need to be having lots of developers for some reason. But no, it's in every single field. I wonder why all these people are hiring, huh? That's crazy, right? Divine Rod 555 says, good evening, everyone. Good evening to you too, my friend. Christian Soto with the cowboy emojis in the chat. Max Dignitas says, imagine if all the cattle found out there was a better farm up the road. Just imagine that. I mean, just imagine. The Sam saying, yes, fellow, sure is handsome, says Sam Perchansky. I know he is, isn't he? He is. Up and Adam says, those that don't want you to have power are the ones profiting from it. You don't say, no way, Up and Adam. No. Kapooey. No, that's just some kind of, why would anybody ever want to do that? No. Andrew K says, because of the federal mandate that all air pilots must get juice by December 18th. Yes. Harry Zikos says, what's up, guys? What is up, Harry? Good to see you. Andrew says, nobody panics when everything is going to plan, even when the plan is horrifying. The Joker. Yeah. Solo, says Sam saying yes. 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 T-Man Scott, some people I know have been wages for so long, they couldn't even fathom what Josh talks about because they are so institutionalized, like Shawshank Redemption. Yes, T-Man Scott. That is what we call, it's called, starts with an S syndrome. S syndrome, right, guys? What is it? Come on, Josh. Come on. Stockholm Syndrome. I was also having a conversation about that today. It's like, first of all, guys, I meant what I said when it's like, this is so beautiful. It's like it's almost like somebody has a plan and is letting these Dumbos continue to double down on being Dumbos, because that's all they have left, guys. Is the only thing they have left now is just continue down, just to double down on their Dumbo-ness. They have no cards left to play except for to double down on their Dumbo-ness. And now all they're doing when they do that, they're making the world worse. Now, remember, if you guys are smart, you guys will know who I'm talking about, or at least get a rough, vague idea of who I'm talking about. If you remember, these Dumbos, when they first entered into we can call it the royal throne of power, they promised, hey, in 100 days, we're going to have this done. We're going to do so much better than that fucking orange guy. In 100 days, we're going to have this done, and this and this and this and this, and we're going to build things back better. You guys seen those prices lately? Hey, you guys seen those unemployment numbers lately? Hey, you guys starting to notice that nothing works anymore? Man. Build back to the way that it was before some crazy orange guy was doing things. But anyway, it's almost like somebody's like letting this happen, because every time they double down, it's like boom, like a bright shining light, just like spotlight right on them, right in the forehead, so that everybody can see. And it's great because it's like now you don't even have to tell people anymore. You don't even have to try to like, which you should never try to like give people this guy up here. You should never try to force this guy into people's mouths, right? You can't, right? You can't do that. You have to let people need it, right? You have to let people come see it, right? And it's great because it's like more and more people can just, you don't have to say anything. Everyone can just smell. They can just sense that just something's not right, right? And I think people are realizing, hey, I actually am valuable. I am an asset. I can go, I don't need this like fake system. I can go and do things on my own. I can take care of myself on my own. I can provide value. I can not be dependent off of your stinky, smelly system. And it's just like, it's fucking beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. It really is. I don't think that there's a lot. I don't think that there's like much more that like they can like, if they do any, look at all the crazy things that there's like whispers that that they are trying to do. Like, come on, are you fucking kidding me? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You think anyone's going to fall for that gobblegoop? I don't think so. Yes. Chat confirmed? Yes. No liabilities. Only assets. Yes, Solo. Yes. Antonio says, hello, friends. Hello, Antonio. Good to see you. Tom Graff says, hola. Oi. Tom Graff. Oi. Who? Igor or Grichna Bogdanov? Both of them. Both of them, my friend. Waiting to see what the theme at Davos will be this year. I don't know, my friend. I don't know. But yeah, guys, it's great. It's great seeing all this, like, just, it's great, like, letting, it's great seeing them destroy themselves. Like, you would, if you're smart and you have an enemy and your enemy is just like destroying themselves in front of you, why would you intervene? You would, if you're an intellectual, you would just let them continue to destroy themselves, right? And I think, guys, that's what's happening. I really do. I think that's what's happening, and it's kind of funny, actually, because now what is going on because of this? Because the enemies, maybe they're not your enemies, whatever. Because these dumbos keep forcibly shining a bright light on their forehead for everyone to see. People are starting to question their reality. That analogy I made earlier about the concrete house that really was just clay. People are starting to say, like, well, if that's the case, then like, what about if I just did this instead? Or what if I just did this? What about if instead of working for a 5,000 person employee company, what if I just like start my own? What if I just like move to this city? What if I just do this? Like, what if I just don't put that like diaper thing on my mouth anymore? And people are starting to see it. And it's crazy because I think that this gives an absurd amount of opportunity to so many people that it's probably like the opportunity. This is probably potentially could be the most opportunistic time of not just our lifetime, but the adjacent lifetimes next to it. And I think a lot of people are seeing that and they want to partake in it. And I also think at the same time, like, I think a lot of people are seeing a lot of things that, so again, I said people are realizing things either subconscious or consciously because it's just like so close to their face that they just can't even you can't even ignore it anymore. And I think some people, they're so comfortable and dependent off of this old reality that they don't really even want the responsibility of having to be a pioneer on the forefront of something. And that's fine. Like, you don't have to. You can stay in that. You can stay over there in that reality. I don't really know if it's going to be a good one for you, but I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. It's probably not. It's probably not, right? It's probably not, but good luck, I guess. Really don't. Honestly, that's how you feel. Like, you're probably not the person I want to associate with personally. Although, somebody else might want to, right? Some of you guys might want to, and that's fine. That's totally okay. But this is beautiful, guys. You guys have to realize there's just so much potential right now that it is insane. 2 years ago, a bunch of this nonsense started. Let me just take some time, and I fucking hate bragging about myself. Let me just take some time to explain to you guys all the things that I've accomplished in the last 2 years, while everyone else was crying like a little baby, saying about how it's the worst years of their life. Okay. And if it was a bad year for you or 2 years, I mean, I believe you. And, maybe I feel slightly sorry for you, but, unless none of those things were self-inflicted, whether you realize they were self-inflicted or not, then I probably don't really feel sorry for you. And you probably shouldn't feel sorry for yourself. And if you do feel sorry for yourself, like for something that you shouldn't be feeling sorry for yourself for, then there's I don't know what to tell you. It's not going to get better for you. All right. But let me just tell you, let me do a humble brag. All right. So let's go back 2 years ago. I joined a network of people out of seeking them that really opened up my eyes to a lot of things. That veil of reality that I thought was real started to become thinner and thinner and thinner. And then I just started to kind of make my own reality. And what did I do? I left a job for one that paid me much, much more. And then I did that twice over. And then I acquired a rental property, a duplex, even though I was told by so many people that's an awful idea in the area that I did it. And all because of bad, blah, 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 blah. Why don't you just get that white picket fence house in the suburbs over there? The single family home. No. It was tough, but I'm 100%. Now that that's all over with, because I no longer own that house, I am 100% certain that was probably closest to the best play I could have made in my life. At the same time, I started this YouTube channel, although I wasn't very active on it then, because I was also developing my own brand and business that was separated from my brand as a person, which is Eat Live Program, right? I started this guy, Developer Direction, and that's been going on for about 1 year and 8 months now. And I can't even express every month it's just more and more growth. So then at that point it was 3 streams of income, and it's not the streams of income or the amount of money that even matters. Okay. It wasn't. It's the ability to just move forward in life. Okay. A lot of you guys that know me personally, saw a lot of I don't know, cool things that I've done with, I don't know, leave that to your brain. You guys also saw me struggle in times too. There was a good 3 months time where it was shit got tough for me again, and I figured it out, and boom, boom, boom. TikTok, new block every 10 minutes. That was I had the blockchain getting built in my head. All right. Moved to Miami Beach, Florida, South Beach. Maybe I just dox myself. I mean, you guys can probably, if you guys really wanted to, you could do some weird stuff and look at the stars and the sun in the background and the plane flights and figure out my exact GPS location. So whatever. Come. If you come, I'll have if you can make it through the security of my building, I will. If you don't like me and you have a devious plan, come and knock on my door. I will have a surprise. I will have 3 surprises, one for each of you waiting. But I know you guys. I'm just kidding, guys. Shh. I'm just kidding. I know it was a joke. Come on, guys. Calm the fuck down. It was a joke. But in all seriousness, yeah, I moved here. There's been so many ups and there's this crazy roller coaster of 2 years, and it's just I really don't I really don't know. I know I like to joke a lot. I'm being serious right now, guys. I really don't know like how to even express like how happy and thankful I am at like all the progress I've made, because a lot of you guys from the chat, a lot of you guys that are like my good friends that have helped me, whether it's been, just advice or just like being there, like, yeah, I really can't even put into words like how it's like, whoa, like, whoa. And I've had some, the story didn't just stop from like little boy, uh, you know, trying to grow up to 2 years, all of a sudden just straight success. Now, there was lots of success in those 2 years, right? But it didn't just stop at little boy not getting into trouble in those 2 years. Like there was definitely lots of like some crazy shit that happened in those 2 years, and I was still able to just like push forward. And you guys who know me personally, you guys know the stuff that I'm talking about. Yeah, like it's crazy, and a lot of that was because I started to question the reality that was presented in front of my face. Because when that concrete house started to look and feel and smell more like clay, I was just like, hey, I know it might be crazy. And I wasn't crazy. It was just because I was gaslit my entire life into thinking I was crazy. I know I might be crazy, but hey, I think, hey guys, I think that this house isn't really concrete. I think this house is, I think it's clay. And then I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to walk through the wall. And I did. And a lot of that is because you guys. Thank you guys very much for all the help and assistance you've done and given me. And yeah, it doesn't stop there. It's never going to stop. And now what I want to do is do the best that I can to help other people, which is why, why I do the courses, why I've helped so many people even before I even started that thing for free. Like why I pushed so hard. Started a new company with the boys recently. I wouldn't even call it a company. Let's just like throw that word out the way. But that's something that I don't even like care to source money from. And that's been just fun on its own to just like go and like see in literally a week and a half all the stuff that we can do in like a fucking week and a half. Because guys, you can move quick. Okay. Anybody can move quick if they want to. And again, all that because of me just changing the way I thought based off the people that I was spending time with. And then inevitably just, making a plan, waking up every single day, executing day in, day out, no matter how I felt. Because trust me, like I have felt many times physically and mentally and emotionally exhausted. In fact, guys, when I was in the car on the way, I was leaving the gym to come back here. On the way to this stream, to start the stream, I was like, man, I am fucking beat. Not only is my brain not functioning correctly, or at least to the way that I like it to, I'm physically exhausted too. And I know I already took that Friday stream off. I'm going to come and do it just because I got to spread the good news. Because you see, brothers, when you're a small town Southern man, you got to express the good news. All right. Solo says these last 2 years are years that I gained the most traction in my life. Fucking good. Solo, that is exactly how it should be. Because you guys, if you guys in my audience, you guys aren't NPC normies, all right? There's nobody that's going to open up, write a shell script and plug it in your head and run an echo expression on you guys, right? You guys know better. Cody says, my 3x my salary in those 2 years, LOL, and got my second side hustle in the works thanks to ELP. Cody, you have been a solid member of both the ELP gang and the Developer Direction gang. And again, dude, congratulations on that new job you got. And it's not thanks to us. Like you did the work, dude. Like you did the work, so you deserve it. And people like this, guys, people like this are people who are realizing like, hey, I actually am valuable. I can do that thing. Christian Soto says, I haven't had the best 2 years because I gained bros and got Jeffrey. Oh, he said, I have had the best 2 years because I've gained bros and got Jeffrey. Yes, and Jeffrey is indeed now a famous TikTok dog which is fucking hilarious. Solo says, we are all going to make it, bros. Yes, we are all going to make it. Max Anita says, hell yeah. Yes. Yes. Christian Soto says, man, I remember the calls and the posts. Lots of growth. Yeah, the MLD's streams and calls. Yeah, I know people have asked me to go play those on a stream. This probably would have been the stream to do it, but I don't even know which episodes those are, guys. I'll have to go back and look. I still think you should write a book. I mean, I could, dude. I could, but I would have to like have time. The story's not over, Christian. I guarantee you that. Not over for all of us, for any of us. So we'll save the book writing for further on down the line when there is literally nothing else to do. House of Cards, more like it. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's literally what that situation is. This guy 7175. That's literally what that situation is. Like, that's all that's left next for them. Bad for them, good for us though. Awful for them, fucking amazing for us. Randall J says, I'm still working, but I'm going to do my Art of Code homework after the gym. Good, my guy. Good. And just keep showing up to the webinars, dude. Up and M says, when life hands you L's, find the W's in them. Yes. Indeed, dude. That's the whole point, right? Because if you like take a loss, you don't move forward unless you like observe the mistakes you made that caused that loss in the first place, right? And then you just kind of like readjust and maybe you hack it up a little bit and then you try again. Just like solving any problem in life, just like being a developer. Nonstop Dre 360 says, what's your thoughts on Fort Lauderdale? Is a good area to move? If not, what areas would you recommend? Yeah, dude. So let's check this out real quick. I do not mind giving advice on that whatsoever, my guy, because that's like right up the road from me. I mean, not like technically, but over here in like the Miami-Dade area, like that would be considered pretty close. Okay, so like, all right, so this guy's right here, and I guess I don't know how much of this you guys can see. So I guess we could consider this whole giant like area right here where I'm circling my mouse at to be like the greater Miami area. And then Fort Lauderdale. So if you just like zoom out, like it's like look how close it is to Miami. I've been told, I haven't been to Fort Lauderdale in a long time, dude, because I don't really have any reason to go over there. Except I know they have cool malls, and so like that would be nice to go shopping over there. But I mean, it's just like the suburbs of Miami. So I guess you get the same type of like beautiful weather, beautiful people as well. And it's just more quiet and suburbial, I guess you could say. I think Fort Lauderdale's a great area, dude. But it would depend on like you and your lifestyle and like what do you want, you know? Like what that is a suburbial area, what do you want right now? That would be up to you, right? I know a lot of people, what they actually do is like, so everyone comes to Miami for the Miami dream, and then they end up, you know, having a family and getting old, and they're like, hey, we really like South Florida, and we really like the culture here and the weather and this and that. We just don't like the loudness and the craziness at night, and how, guys, Miami, no one sleeps. There is no nighttime in Miami. And so what they do is when they inevitably get to that stage, they like move to like Fort Lauderdale or it's like Boca Raton. So it's all about what you want, man. But I definitely, if someone was like, oh my God, you have to live in Fort Lauderdale, I definitely wouldn't be like, oh my God, my life is over. Right? I'd be like, sure, bro. Don DeMarco for Cody. Imaginable Don DeMarco. Man, I gotta stop being lazy. I'm just gonna use OBS, guys. I have enough adapters now to be able to do it without that same dock for the soundboard. But to be honest, guys, I've been so busy lately. It's so much easier to just go into StreamYard and like and just like set up the stream than it is for OBS. OBS gotta like do all this fuckery to get it to max benefit. But you know what? So let's do that. Let's do that for next stream. Make a note, guys. Let's do this. Make a note on my templates. All right, guys. I'm gonna do it. All right, just for you guys. Okay. Let's see. So for episode 52, I haven't even decided the topic yet. So before we even do that, I'm going to put dash in all caps, use OBS. Right. Write a book about Life 1.0 when Life 2.0 arrives. I think actually it would be like, for me, it would be like 3.0, I think. Or maybe I would do that when it's like 4.0 or 5.0, I guess. Because I know that there's more to go. Don DeMarco, yes. Matt W says, just got a decent hex trap bar for $60. The 100-mile roundup trip was worth it. Yeah, $60 for yeah. Solid deal, my friend, I would say. Blockchain Mac says, what is up? Nice picture in your new avatar, Andy. It looks good. So it says, don't forget your South Beach teleport runes. Yes, dude. You can't, if you go up there, you can't forget your South Beach teleport runes. Sam saying yes says, Miami is hypergamy on steroids, bro. Hold on. Let me read this in different voice. Miami is hypergamy on steroids, bro. You don't even get a chance unless you have a yacht and an international business card and 15K followers on Instagram. Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam saying yes. Come on. An exotic car, bro. Does a red Mustang work, bro? I don't know. I wouldn't, bro. Guys, I wouldn't have a chance because I'm just a feckless virgin. V1RG1N. But anyway, guys, there's a lot of beautiful women here. Jesus Christ. It's kind of like distracting sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. Dude, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, sometimes, like, I'm taking a break from whamming. I'm going MGTOW, bro. I'm gonna go my own way, bro. I don't even think of it like that. Like, I need a break from people in general because I've just got so much shit going on. It's fucking hard over here because god damn, they have, like, and it's like another thing too, it's like you just become desensitized to it. Like, you're like, oh, like when I first got here, I was like, man, that girl's like smoking hot. Holy shit. And it was like 2 seconds later, wait, that one is too. Wait, that one is too. Wait, that one is too. So it just becomes like normalized to you. And that's not a complaint, by the way, guys. It's not a complaint at all. Do you guys want me to do more whammon talks? Do you guys want to hear like stories, or what do you guys, is that something you guys are interested in? Because that's what, guys, you know what? I don't believe this, but because I don't even like talking about that stuff. That's what Pablo told me. He's like, you should talk more about whammons. And I was like, all right, Pablo. Well, why don't you come on the stream and we can talk about whammons? That's why I had good old Pablo come on there. Nonstop Dre says, I just want a semi-quiet area to move to near a city. I don't care about chasing the whammons. Check out Boca Raton then too. Like, it's close. It's like about a mile away from like it's like a mile away from 35 to 45 minutes away from Miami, about equivalent distance as Fort Lauderdale. And I would say Boca Raton is even more quiet. It's even more quiet, and actually more beautiful than both Miami and Fort Lauderdale. There's good money there. Business talks, anything specific? Do money talks? Miami Diaries? Alpha Widow Tales? Wade, you probably already know some of those. People want to live vicariously through me. Money talks. All right. What do you guys want to know about money? What in particular? Do you guys want to see? You guys want to see my bags, bro? Talk about my business. We can talk about my business if you want. My business. My business? You want to talk about our business, Sam? We can talk about that. All right, guys. You guys want to go? You guys want to see our business? We can talk about that. The one that we're just starting. You guys go to guavalabs.io, as you guys can see, and this is something we threw together in literally like 5 minutes so that the clients aren't like, what the fuck? They don't have a website. It's under construction. It's almost done. Which has been cool to have been a part of. It's cool to kind of like deal with. What do you guys want to know about the money though? What do you guys, be specific, guys? Be specific. Do you want to know, you asking how to make more money? Are you asking how much money I have? I don't, guys, I have like, you want to know how much money I have? I have this much money. You guys see? I have this much money. Can you see that? I don't think you guys can see what that is. Can you guys see? I have this much money. I don't really have any money anymore. I just have this much money. In fact, I don't even have this anymore. I used to have this much money, but then I had those fucking damn pigeons keep flying in and taking my goddamn ledger and treasures. Like I don't even know. Matt says, we wants to hear some Super Coda cream glubba stories. Gotta be careful about what stories I say because I'm pretty sure there's a few of them that watch. But all right, we can talk about what could I say? What story could I say that wouldn't dox me or anyone else or cause some kind of like legal ramification or something? Well, I could always talk about the same stories inside of a video game, but not in real life. $sign Guava. Guava Lords has spoken. Scam devs are going to zero. Yeah, guys, this like, man. So I was talking about this in the developer direction webinar last night. So when we started, I won't even say the C word. When we started Guava, there was quite a few reasons why. Mostly because it's fun, right? It's actually fun to like build something together and watch it grow, watch an idea come into fruition. And then like, honestly, it's fun to do work that you're invested in. I'm not talking about being financially invested. We notice how much of a shitty job developers just do with like a lot of mom and pop places. And guys, dude, this one client that we have, they had a really crappy WordPress site. Their quote unquote developers made the WordPress site. And first of all, they didn't have SSL, which the top, if you go to the website, if you guys look in your browser, you see the little padlock. If you're going to a website that doesn't have that, it'll say not secure. Now, I mean, there's a few reasons why you want to have SSL on your website, but first of all, just like looks normies when they're like, they don't know what SSL is. They're like, oh my God, this is not secure. What am I going to do? My data, my credit card information is going to get stolen. So just like it's a deterrent. But second of all, so anyway, WordPress site, which looked like not good. No SSL. Their developer charged them like several thousand for the site, which depending on like what you give for a website, I mean, you could spend well up to like 10, 15, 20 grand on a website and it could be a viable expense. More than that, actually. But for a basic static website and the quality of the one that they had, not good. And then on top of that, they were paying $700 a month to this company for maintenance. And all the maintenance was just like basically like the hosting fee, which was probably like $18 a month. The company was paying for it on their card, paying for the $18, and then they were charging the store $700 a month. Right? So like we were like, guys, all we had to do was just like do a competent job and do an honest, competent job, and we could still make exorbitant amounts of money off people when there's clear scam artists out here. And that's a common thing here in Miami, by the way. So it says, how much money does it take to live in Miami to run game here and live comfortably? To run game where you are in Miami? I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, you'd be pretty comfortable making $100K a year here so far. Well, let's just see. It depends on what comfortable is to you, right? Because like, I live pretty comfortably. I mean, obviously, you know, Solo, you may or may not know how much I make Solo, but I live pretty comfortably. If I really wanted to, I could live like extra comfortably, but I don't, because I just don't need to go do a lot of things. Like, you know, lately, like I'll go and like, it's nice to go out and eat breakfast from a nice, healthy breakfast restaurant and do all these like extravagant things, but like, I'm still pretty comfortable. Like if I had to go back to being college and just literally eating or just go back to being a bodybuilding diet all the time and just like not doing anything other than just working all the time, which is pretty much what I do now, I'd be okay. You know, it's home is where you make it, Solo. Home is where you make it. This guy says, I have Big Mac Citadel money. Good. How to create more income streams? It depends on what your skill set is, Nonstop Dre. Obviously, all right. So you leave in an opening here, right? Developer direction, that's what we do. We teach guys how to make money, how to learn how to code, how to get networked, literally joining a network to grow your network, and how to network even further, how to market yourself, how to make money off of being a developer. Many people in this chat can attest to that. But thank you, because you allowed me to plug myself. But what else can you do? I mean, it depends. What skills, what hard, quote unquote, hard skills do you have? If you have any, look at the ones that which you can monetize. Like, what value can you give in exchange for money in return? What else can you do besides anything software related? If you have like a small business idea, it'll take time, but if you can get it up and running, eventually you can get that automated and have a small business and have money from that, have an income stream for that. Rental property, getting a duplex. If you can't afford it yourself, maybe get one or two buddies to go in on a loan with you, and make sure you guys are having more income in on every month and rent than how much the mortgage note and include for expenses is that included. I mean, there's a bunch of things, dude. A lot of it's like specific to you. So I'm not sure. I don't know you very well. So if you could give me some more information, make more money, just press print. Haha. As a remote super shadow coder, short bloatware website funds, hashtag not financial advice. Yes. Only the government could print infinite money. Charlie from Cultivate Crypto might disagree with that. Max Nita says, LOL, apparently customers are all East Coast Jews. Yeah, they are. Crazy. Pigeons are secretly robot drones spying for the government. That's why nobody has seen baby pigeons. Good point. Good point, Scott. Almost everyone here is broke. If you actually have money, you'll do fine. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people in Miami actually like pretend like they're nouveau rich, which means they had a lot of like fast money quick, and it doesn't stay. So it's gone. Like they can get like, I don't know, 300K on a Monday and it's gone. And then on like Wednesday night, they're like negative $400 in their account. So if you actually are like a competent person, you'd be okay solo. And the money is just slightly above average. Josh is wealthy enough to be able to walk the dog 13 times a day. Yeah, they the spotted one, he requires many walks, Mr. Max Ignitas. Ideally, within 2 years, I want to make 100 to 150K, then 4 years, 250K. Yeah, all that stuff is 100% possible, dude. It sounds like stupid to be telling people that it's possible, because, and trust me, like I was on the other side, like observing, having Jonathan from Modern Life Dating telling me that's possible, and I was like, how, dude? How? I mean, I knew I could do it. I just couldn't think of how, right? Sam says, if you can sell, you'll do well. I like that, Sam. If you can sell, you'll do well. If you can code, pave your own road. God, Sam saying yes. It's going off. Jesus Christ. That was great, Sam. That was fucking great, actually. Other things that rhyme and sound profound. It's time to pound the ground. Please stop. You're going to make me laugh. What was the name of the area you mentioned besides Fort Lauderdale? Fort Lauderdale, a safe area. Yes, Fort Lauderdale is a safe area, and the other area was named Boca Raton. Boca Raton, B-O-C-C-A. Let's see how we spell that. B-O-C-C-A. Oh, sorry, B-O-C-A Raton. Boca Raton. It's Boca Raton. Boca Raton. Okay, Boca Raton. They're both safe areas, man. I don't know where you're living now. It might be probably a lot safer than where you are now. I know that literally you could go to Little Haiti. You could go literally sleep in a sleeping bag on the side of the road in Little Haiti, and that was safer than where I was living in the city of New Orleans, Louisiana. But hey, I'm just a calloused individual. This space has given us men tools to carve our own paths. Yeah, it has, guys. It has. And like with the internet now, like you guys, there's no excuse. There is no excuse to not be able to like figure out how to learn. First of all, you have to figure out how to learn, right? And if you don't know, you can get mentorship or hire someone to teach you that. Second of all, then you have to actually learn. And when literally all those things are on the internet. being able to network with people all on the internet. Guys, you guys might not know it, but there is people in this live chat right now who work at Apple, who work at Amazon, that do other things that I probably won't mention, or work for other places that I won't mention, just in this live chat right now. Literally, all of them met through the internet. There's about 6 guys now that live and interact with me on a daily basis, all together on a mission, moved here all together, that I met through this network. Okay? So there's no excuse, guys. There is no excuse at all. Yes, we are all very welcome to Jonathan from MLD. MLD, if you missed the first, if you missed the beginning of the stream, dude, don't worry. Don't worry, John. I thanked you 100%. I did. And I am very thankful to you, everybody in here. So let's do it, guys. Let's stop realizing that you guys, stop thinking that you guys are fucking worthless. Stop thinking that you're not an asset. Think of yourself as a fact, as you are an asset, okay? Because you guys are. All right? As long as you're living and breathing, and everything else we went over earlier, you are. Okay, guys? And if you don't, if you want to learn how to do something, if you want to learn how to make more money or make money based off of a hard skill, go and figure out, use the fucking internet, guys. Literally get on your computer, google.com, how to do X, Y, Z. Literally. Solo says, ever since the dev pill, I learned to ask better questions to optimize and better my life. Yeah, because I remember in the beginning, you used to not be able to ask questions great. And when you can ask questions better, you're going to get a better answer. Thank you. Thank you. The best advice I've ever gotten were all from random people on the internet. Yeah. Yeah, and this guy right here too. Like at one point he was just a random person on the internet, and now he's like literally one of my best friends who lives in Tokyo, Japan, on the other side of the world. Like, it's crazy. Guava Life dating win? I don't know. We should start it. My crypto bags so heavy they make Charlie look skinny. Dude, stop. Stop, dude. I lost all my crypto in a pigeon accident, but if I did, I would have some heavy bitty ETH and polka dot balls right now. Yes. Yes. Yes to you all. Guys, how much longer do you, I know it says in the stream, go back, everything we talked about tonight, because of aforementioned reasons, I think those dumbos that are doing dumb things, I don't think they have a whole lot of time left, guys. I don't think they have a whole lot of time left. I think that shining beacons of light are peering around down on their foreheads for all to see. And again, it is beautiful. Solo says, if you ever feel depressed, think about how lucky you are to exist at the same time and the universe is the internet. Yeah. That's pretty beast mode, isn't it? Right? Charlie had 2 slices of pizza, chicken nuggets, and a bottle of Coke for lunch at the theme park. I mean, that's not a whole lot. Shit. Tell Charlie I said that's some pussy shit, dude. He should be eating a minimum of a whole pizza and chicken nuggets. How big is a bottle of Coke? I mean, I don't know. John, I like to eat. Bloat Max with a pump, cut to the dump. Was that another Sam saying yes rhyme? Was that yet another Sam saying yes rhyme? Well, fellas. Well. It is not yours to take. Guys, if you do, it's 2,000 calories in 1 second. I mean, that's a lot, dude, but I can eat more than that. But I mean, shit, Charlie's a big boy. Charlie's a big boy, right? I don't know. John? What do you want? Do you want me to shame Charlie? Like, Charlie, I don't think that's a lot. Charlie, no offense, dude. If you think that's a lot of food, bro. I mean, I guess I guess it is a lot of food, but I don't know. I'm hungry right now. Fuck. Stop talking about food. I just ate. Stop talking about food, guys. Oh, John, tell Charlie to fucking to look at his DMs, brah. Having a conversation over stream right now, guys. Busting his balls. I know. Guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Lost focus for a second. I apologize. If you guys do want to learn a hard skill, as always, no problem with plugging my stuff, right? I know that for some people, the price might not be as affordable as you would like. The cheapest thing we do have right now is this video course, $97. If you're just interested in getting your feet wet and learning how to code, go ahead, give it a try. Ask around in the chat. People will tell you our prices are underpriced. I know. And they're going to go up soon because, quite frankly, we have to. We just literally have to. Like, I literally have to. I need to prevent more people from coming in. So I can't tell you how soon. Probably within the next 15 days. But if that's not what you're interested in, whatever else you are interested in, literally use the internet. Okay? You guys can do it. Max says it's only a lot of food if you don't work out. Yeah. John, does Charlie work out? By the way, I'm trying to get to Japan, guys, and apparently I can't go. I'm very upset about that. Rio Peterson says, I'm late. Good evening. I didn't receive a notification. I wonder why. Matt W says, Josh over-delivers. He's good people. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. I appreciate the plug. Art of Code, fire. Yeah, Art of Code's closed for enrollment, but I think we're all going to have like a video Art of Code course. I don't know what that's going to look like. I got to talk to big man Kyle about doing that. Sam says, quote, pay now and see how it feels when your company is making your Lexus payments. Right. Yes. All right, guys. I'm going to end it there. That was a good stream, guys. That was a fucking great stream. Talking to you guys, not me. I'm not telling myself, not reassuring myself. I promise. I'd like the back and forth ping pongage, guys. It was great. As always, guys, if you're enjoying the content and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers before one Big Mac equals $1 million. Okay, this is very important, guys. This is priority numero uno. Okay, priority numero uno for the YouTube channel is 1K subs. All right, and I will not stop. Until I get 1K. If they BA in me, I will come back and I will try. I will run and move twice as fast to make up for the distance that I lost. If I need to get multiple ELP channels, I will do that. If I need to dress up as Barney for Halloween live on stream and go and walk up to girls on the street and talk to them in a Barney suit to get you guys subscribed, I will do it. All right. Please smash a like if you enjoyed the stream as well. Don't have to. I don't think that even helps the algorithm anymore. It makes me feel good inside though. And also, guys, if you have an idea of a topic of something that you would like me to discuss, leave a comment below and be specific. You guys notice only ones that I've actually done are the ones that people have said specific comments on. Be specific. It makes it easier for me. All right. When is the next stream? Well, my friend here. So if you go if you go for one, you know what? For once, we'll plug the ELP part and not the DD part. So if you go to my YouTube homepage, live streams every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 p.m. Central. That is the next stream. That is the next stream. That is it, fellas. And as always, I love you all. Good night and goodbye.